Hey guys, Dude here, and today, as you can see, I'm playing some more Blox Fruits in Roblox, and of course, I will begin today by picking a side. Pirates. Let's go. Alright, so I am still here in the Tiki Outpost. Of course, this has been the last location for such a long time now. The only possible good thing about this location is, well, it's a lot bigger than it used to be, mainly because I would say it was pretty big in the first place, but of course, in the Dragon update, which is, kind of recent. It's like 2 updates old as of recording and uploading this video. The newest one currently is the Gravity Fruit rework update as of recording and uploading this video. But of course, they did add this new area over here some time ago, and I just keep grinding over here. With this area, it's so much better, I have to say, because I used to be over there. I honestly kind of didn't like being there because I always went on the barrels because I just have my strategy and method of going up on roofs. Alright, that NPC didn't go after me. Nice. That one didn't either. That's good. But I normally just have a strategy of just getting up to some high point where the NPCs can't get me, and it works literally every single time, which is so good. As long as there is like a high point where the NPCs can't actually reach me, then I'm all good because they can't do damage to me. And of course, yes, I do still have the Pain Fruit, which it's not bad. Like, if I had to say from my personal experience if it's bad or good, okay, so let's say if I had to choose, is it more bad or is it more good? Well, I don't know. I would say it's slightly more negative of a fruit than it is positive, because overall, like, it's a good fruit, let's be honest. If you have it just randomly in your inventory and you've never used it before, then sure, you should probably use it and just get the mastery up like I do with literally every fruit in the game and just level it up. But if you're planning on buying it, then probably not, because overall, as a fruit, it is pretty rare for some reason. Even though it's kind of basic, it's still better than the control fruit in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty expensive in terms of Robux. I have no idea how much money it costs in this game. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it is pretty high up, and it's a legendary, what is it called? Legendary rarity, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know, it's kind of high, but definitely better than the control fruit. The control fruit is horrible in my opinion, from my personal experience, and it's a mythical. So if you're going to be comparing fruits and how bad they are, then I'd say the control fruit is the worst fruit so far in the game until they rework it or change it. I don't know, they should just put it down a few rarities. But other than that, yeah, it should definitely be reworked. But the Pain Fruit, if I had to rate it so far, it's at least an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it's that bad. Like, if you just have it, if you get it for free, sure, use it. Finish it, just like I do with literally every single fruit in the game. I mean, I only have one fruit left in Blox Fruits currently that I've never ever used before, and it's the Yeti fruit, because it is pretty rare, pretty expensive. It doesn't really matter how expensive it is, because if it shows up in the Blox Fruit stock dealer, I can for sure afford it. If you couldn't already tell, $42 million in this game, and I used to have more. I used to have like 48, 49. I was very close to 50 million, but then I just started buying fruits from the Blox Fruit stock dealer that I've never had before, because, you know, that's just my goal, to use every single fruit in this game and finish them all, which that goal is going great so far. As I've mentioned before, I literally only have one fruit left in this game to use that I've never used before, the Yeti fruit, of course, until they add new fruits, which I really hope they do at this point. It just gives people more stuff to do, especially me, you know, although then maybe it'll take longer for me to reach my goal. But I have only one fruit left to use that I've never used before, so I'm basically there. The Pain Fruit is literally the second to last one currently, and here we go. Like, I'm literally a Pain Fruit professional. There's no way I am not a Pain Fruit professional in Blox Fruits. It's probably not that hard to become a professional anyway. Although I do have to say, the Mastery Level 300 requirement for the last attack and ability, that's pretty high. Although this fruit is pretty basic, like, I don't even think you can charge up the attacks and abilities. I really don't. Like, let me see. I just hold it, and maybe it charges up. Maybe it does more damage. Maybe it, like, I don't know, has a wider range of attack. Probably not. That does not look different from if I just, I don't know, clicked the button. But that's alright. This still isn't that bad of a fruit. The only, like, as I said, the only possible way it could be bad is if you don't have it and you're planning on buying it. Unless you have, like, the same amount of money as me, or more, clearly, or, I don't know, a lot of Robux, and you don't care about it and you can spend it in this game, then sure, of course, buy the fruit if you really want to, just to, you know, have it in your collection if you don't already, or if you haven't already purchased any permanents or whatever. But, like, if you get it for free, sure, use it. Like, it's really not that bad of a fruit. I don't know why people hate it so much. Like, people, have you used the control fruit? Unless it's just my personal experience that's bad with it, because of course I did use the control fruit in this exact spot, and I was using some of the attacks and abilities. I mean, it's a horrible fruit because it's mythical and it sometimes misses, or the attacks and abilities don't work. And of course, the thing is, so one of the attacks and abilities is like a meteor type of thing, like throwing a rock. I honestly don't know, but there's a ceiling over here and it kind of goes in the air. So unless it's just from my experience that the control fruit is bad, like, it doesn't even matter for me that there's an area you can only attack NPCs or enemies in, whoever you're attacking, if it's a real player or whatever. Like, I don't even care about that. Well, the only thing that matters is if the attack and ability works for me, because I just go up on the roof. I don't even PvP in this game. You know what? That might be one of the reasons why people say Pain Fruit is bad. It's because they PvP. I don't do PvP. PvPing in this game, for me at least, and overall, unless you're doing some special quest or challenge that requires you to eliminate real players, or maybe you're getting your honor or bounty up, alright, whatever. But other than that, how is PvP fun? Like, it's boring, it's useless for me. If I really wanted to, then sure, just to get my or not my mastery, but my bounty or honor up. I don't know, maybe for the special quests or challenges that you get from like the castle place. I know there's like one NPC there that tells you to eliminate like a specific player for something. I have no idea for what specifically though, but it's whatever. I still know it exists, so that makes sense. But just to be annoying, like, people are just trying to grind, especially like me, and then sometimes some random player just comes up to me, and I mean, the last time I did PvP, I literally won. Like, let me just say that. The last time I PvP'd in this game, some time ago, was against some random player that wasn't even that good. Somehow, they're the ones that PvP all the time. I haven't PvP'd since then, and I just don't PvP, and I still won against them. They were just that bad. A professional PvPer, I guess you can consider them, because they always do it. They were spamming all the buttons, and I was just standing here taking barely any damage, and I just got them. It was pretty funny, but I just don't understand why people PvP. I know it's part of the game, it's alright, it's nothing too bad, but it definitely is annoying for players when you just randomly get them. Like, the least you can do is like ask them in the chat, I guess. I mean, okay, that's maybe too much, but it's like, it's not that deep, but at the same time, like, come on, if people are just grinding, they should just be allowed to grind. Yes, it's part of the game, but come on, like, right now, I'm getting NPCs, I'm leveling up my Pain Fruit, which really isn't that bad of a fruit. It definitely isn't the best. I'm not saying it's the best, but overall, if I had to rate it, an 8 out of 10. It's very basic compared to all the new fruits with all the special effects and stuff like that. Especially since, like, practically every single fruit they're reworking now has a melee feature and ability. Like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure the Diamond Fruit has one. I don't know if it did before the rework, and then the Eagle Fruit has one. Those are the two I've used that have been reworked. Of course, the Dragon Fruit, which, I mean, I haven't used even before it was reworked, so I don't know. I've seen pictures and videos of it. It used to be pretty bad, let me just say, compared to the new version. But yeah, literally every single fruit in this game that they're reworking now has a melee feature and ability, which is good. I mean, at the same time, though, it's like too much, because too many fruits just have the same exact thing, which is alright, you could say, but I don't know, because some fruits still don't have it. So unless they rework every single fruit in Blox Fruits and make every single fruit have an attack and ability, or like a melee feature, then sure, whatever. But I don't know, like, this fruit, like, it's not that bad. Maybe it's just because I'm up here on the roof, unlike other people. I'm not actually on the ground on, like, the same exact spot as the NPCs are. I just don't allow them to damage me. That's the only difference. I don't know, other people maybe just don't like this fruit because it's bad for PvPing, or they just don't go up on the roof here or anywhere else, honestly, on just a higher point where the NPCs can't get you, but you can still get them. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but all I can say is I'm literally a Pain Fruit professional. Like, I am literally the Pain Fruit professional in Blox Fruits because I'm a decent user. I'm almost fully done with it. I really hope the last attack and ability is cool and good. I mean, this is a pretty basic fruit so far, so unless the last attack and ability that I unlock is something insane and crazy, it's called Torture. Okay, that is a very interesting name. I wonder what it's going to be. I hope it's just some crazy explosion. Although I also do hope it doesn't knock back the NPCs too far, because I don't like attacks and abilities that knock back NPCs too far. Like, this is decent, although there is a wall over here, so they probably would go farther. I don't know, actually, let me test it out, because I really dislike attacks and abilities that just push back NPCs to a whole nother island. Like, practically, you could consider it a whole nother island, because it pushes them back so far. Like, I'm trying to eliminate the NPCs. I'm not trying to make them hide or something or disappear, because that's sometimes what happens with some of the attacks and abilities, which is annoying. Because like if you're grinding, you're grinding. You're trying to actually eliminate the NPCs, not just, I don't know, like put them on a whole another island, which doesn't actually happen. Of course, I'm over exaggerating just a bit, but I don't know, it just pushes them way too far. I don't know though, this fruit really isn't that bad. I really hope the last attack and ability is good, because mastery level 300 requirement, that's pretty high, especially for the pain fruit, which is not that bad overall. If I were to, you know, just consider how bad the control fruit is and compare it to the control fruit, then yeah, the control fruit is much worse, but the pain fruit is overall a decent fruit. It might be too expensive, it might be too rare overall compared to literally every single other fruit in the game, especially the reworked ones. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I'll finish it, then I'll see what the last attack and ability is. Maybe it'll make up for how basic the fruit is, because I don't even care about like the fruit's basicness. Like, as long as it does its job, and it's actually worth the money and the rarity, you know, which the control fruit doesn't seem to be. Alright, NPCs, come on, respawn. I gotta get more money from this quest, and of course, I'm already max level, so that's good. Until they increase the max level in the next update by 50 levels, then I will finally be able to level up again, but for now, I'm still max level. Alright, NPCs, respawn. Let me level up the pain fruit, which is so far an 8 out of 10 if I had to rate it, but yeah, I'm literally a pain fruit professional. There's no way I'm not. Alright, come on, here we go, here we go. If they land on the roof, that's just gonna be sad, because they sometimes do, they sometimes don't. Let's see. Alright, that's good. Like, I don't know, they sometimes do, they sometimes don't. It's just insane how it's kind of random. I mean, I don't know if it's fully random. I think it's maybe where you specifically point at when you're attacking it, or whatever, with the attack and ability, but I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's specifically like the angle or something. I really have no idea whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. Alright, they're all here. Boom. Mastery going up. Although it's not going up as much as it used to, but of course, it makes sense, because the higher the mastery in this game, the more XP is required. But of course, 2 times mastery, literally like the most useful game pass in this game, and maybe the best one. I don't know if the best one, because if you're counting all the permanent fruits, because they are basically game passes, then maybe it's not the best one, but it definitely is extremely useful. Alright, come on, NPCs, just 2 more left, but of course I will get 3, because 3 of them spawn over here, and I always get them because they're pretty close to each other. Here we go. Pain fruit, so close to level 300 mastery. Come on, keep going. Like, the times that I want the NPCs to go faster, it doesn't seem like they go faster, but then, like, when I don't want them to go too fast, then they just go fast, and they somehow catch up to me, and they do damage to me. It's insane, but it's whatever. Alright, keep going, keep going. I guess I could just get them normally. Maybe? I don't know. I think it'll get them to, like, 1 shot, right? Yeah, of course it did. Bro, the mastery's a lot higher. I think it should have eliminated them by now. Whatever, the mastery's a lot higher now, only by 2 levels, but it's still good. Of course, this fruit is decent. I mean, definitely not the best one, but you can't hate on it too much. Like, okay, sure, maybe if people consider it expensive or too rare, yeah, sure, I get it, but the control fruit is much worse. Like, if you're comparing them, and I don't know, I'm just a pain fruit professional. I am literally a pain fruit professional in Blox Fruits. If I had to rate it so far, at least an 8 out of 10. I mean, I have pretty low expectations for fruits, but if you don't believe me, then let me just say I have experience with fruits. Permanent dragon fruit, basically finished permanent kitsune fruit, although I think they might have some secret things to unlock that I don't have unlocked, but I honestly have no idea about any of them. All I know is that I just have enough mastery to have unlocked all of the attacks and abilities in them, but yeah. I'm going to end this video right here. Honestly, pain fruit, pretty good. It's definitely decent. I don't know. Maybe it could be less expensive and kind of less rare, but yeah. As I said, I'm going to end this video right here. Bye, subscribe, and leave a like.